welcome back for another quick update on Hyliion stock, which is now HYLN stock. I'm very glad to say that. We've already been over that. The merger is over and the stock has really been dropping for quite some time. Now tonight I intend to talk about whether it's going to start to go back up in my opinion. Of course, I am no financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I think. I'm just some guy on the internet. Please do remember that. But yeah, we've been talking about a lot of stocks in the Discord server. If you don't know what Discord is, it's basically an online thing where we can chat about all kinds of stocks. I think 7 of you guys have joined so far. It's really starting to pick up quite fast actually. And if you also want to join in on the discussion, you will see a link to it in the description or the comment section. So please do go and sign up. It's completely free. And all we're going to be doing is talk about hot stocks at the minute. The more of you guys that can sign up, the better. I'm sure you'll all enjoy it. On top of that, I'd appreciate it massively if you could subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're almost halfway there now, and that's really quite amazing. So if you guys could just do the other half and get us to 1,000 by sharing this with your friends and family and whatnot, and just helping us, I'd appreciate it massively. So yeah, I'm not even bringing up any news tabs on this one because really we just don't need to. I don't really think there's been anything too big on this stock at all in the past few weeks, or rather the past few days. Of course, we have had the merger in the past few weeks, so other than that, all kind of, not really too much news for the stock itself, and that could lead a few people to thinking, why is the stock dropping? Now, obviously, nobody really knows why the stock is dropping because you can't predict the stock market like that. Of course, you can try your best, but it's never 100% guaranteed, and it's just chances. Well, my opinion on this is because of Nikola, really, to be honest. So if we think about Nikola and then we think about Hyliion, let's look at both of these companies, and even though it sounds a little bit strange why Nikola's stock drop might have also affected Hyliion's stock drop. So first things first, these were both SPAC stocks, and of course this is just one that went public through the Shell Acquisitions Corp, I think it was. So obviously that is a similar way to how Nikola went public, and what that has done is kind of put fear into a few people's minds, because if you think about that, obviously Nikola went a similar way. People think that they might get scammed, if you will, in a similar way with Hyliion, whereas that is not necessarily the case. The difference between Hyliion and Nikola is that Nikola did not have any products out and Hyliion actually does. So of course that is a differentiating factor, but I do think that a lot of these small electric stocks has taken a hit because of that. Anyway, that's the reason behind what has happened. Let's look at what might happen in the future, going on what we have seen. And ultimately, helping you to answer the question is now the perfect time to buy Hyliion stock. Okay, so Hyliion stock. Let's have a look at the price. So the price has been basically from this high of $53 all the way down. Of course, similar period to when we saw Nikola's bad news come out, and that's not really helped the cause. It's just been going and going and going. We literally have gone from like $50, $53 all the way to $30 just under. So you can see that's like $20 off, quite the drop indeed. However, over the past day, it looks like we might actually be starting to see a bounce back, because if we look even to this point, there wasn't even a bounce back. I mean, it did start to level off, which could have been an indicator of, somewhat of a bounce back coming, but it actually went lower. So that could happen in the next few days, but realistically, in my opinion, this company is producing things. There's only really so low that this stock can go, in my opinion. Otherwise, the company's just, non-existent. But let's think about it. The stock really should go up at some point in the future. The company is real, legitimate, and already has products out. One of the factors which has also contributed to the selling off, in my opinion, is also the fact that the merger has gone through. Obviously, the merger was something which we call a catalyst in the stock market, and that's just something which speeds up the reaction. And in this case, the reaction is the growth of the stock. It sped up the growth of the stock by obviously forcing the price higher. But the thing is, with news like this, it basically causes the stock to also sell off once the news goes through. Just look at Tesla with their stock split and things like that. People know they can ride this to a profit, and that's what happens. And a lot of institutions also pick up on this, and then they buy it and dump it at the right time, and of course that forces the price down. If you want to know more about this, I kind of covered this cycle in my stock market bubble video. I think that is in the stock market explained series. Go check that one out. I think you'll enjoy it. But yeah, what do we think that the price is going to do? So we are technically still in the green for today. We have actually been down from this high around here of over $33.58. So we've been down since then, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I do think personally, I'm not going to put a date on it or a price point. I'm just going to say what I think. I think that this stock should really start to go back up soon, because there's not really been anything bad about this. I think a lot of the reasoning for the stock just going down is just a lot of the bad news about Nikola, quite frankly. And of course, that's put fear in people's minds. But when we just look look out to the 5-day, we can see it looks like the demise of the stock, or even the stock price going down, is starting to come to an end. Started to level out around the 7th of October, let's say, and it looks like we may hopefully see some growth soon. So my hopes are that we can force these prices up. We're looking at Workhorse tomorrow, I hope, if I manage to get around to it, and why Workhorse stock might do a similar thing. But I personally believe Nikola had quite the influence on a lot of small stocks on the market, especially when it comes to vehicles, and I think that's not a great thing, but that's just how it happened. So tell me what you guys thought on the Discord. Go check out the Discord. Thank you very much for your time. See you over there. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.